Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to be checking out Elf by Otto. So after doing the Imagine Dragons reaction, one of the most common song names that was coming across in the comments was Elf. And I guess the song just came out just the other day on the 24th. Everyone says it's the best thing since sliced bread. Okay, nobody said that, but you know, that's basically how it was coming across to me. So I'm excited to see where Otto goes with this one. She's very talented and tends to go into a lot of different directions, and her songs are just jam-packed full of ideas. So I don't really know anything about this song going into it, but we're just gonna jump on in. Guys, feel free to check out my memberships. They're only $1, and you get early access to reactions like these, and also some anime reactions too. Very pretty. Very beautiful video too. Of course, lots of different vocal textures she's using. She switches between a lot of different sounds and textures very quickly. Just excellent. Wow, this song is very different than all the other songs that I've heard from her. Seems to have a lot more traditional Japanese chord progressions too. That image of the elf, I take it, looks very familiar. I feel like I'm watching the outro to an anime, like something like Frieren or something. Wow, beautiful. Wow. Yeah, that is probably man, of all the songs I've experienced with Otto so far, that was by far the most different. Like I said, it kind of exudes a lot of what I would recognize as these chord progressions that I would typically hear from more traditional Japanese music. You know, with my mom being Japanese, growing up, I would hear a lot of music that she would listen to. So I was kind of getting exposed to it at an early age, and whether I understood it or not. And so that's just kind of where my memory goes every time I hear something like this. And with those chord progressions, this is kind of an umbrella, statement, but you can kind of convey a lot of emotions just from simply either going up in notes or descending. And typically when you go up, it's usually a positive feeling. And when you descend with your notes or chord progressions, it typically means maybe a negative or a sadder emotion. Japanese music tends to go through a lot of these roller coasters of emotions. So while there are positives to it, there's always a complexity to the emotion that they portray in their music. So every song is almost kind of like a journey in itself, whereas maybe some other songs can be more overly positive or more overly sad. But with songs like this, there's a beauty in it, but there's always some complexity to it. There's always some sorrow involved into it. So even if we're striving to have a good feeling in the song, it kind of is grounded in some level of reality where it's but the road is, to that happiness is going to be tough, and there's going to be sad moments and there's going to be happy moments. So it's always a mixed bag. And typically in Otto's songs, I would say if her song is going to lean into a certain direction with its genre, usually it's filled to the brim with ideas, and then it has all these different breakdowns and bridges and these interesting transitions in and out of it. But this was pretty straightforward. This was no, this is a pretty somber song, and we're gonna stick to that the entire time. And while herself is utilizing a lot of different vocal techniques, whether it's using her head voice or singing from her diaphragm, there's a lot of subtle things going on in there with her. If you just really listen to the way she's taking her breaths, and right away I was does Otto have a vocal coach? Because that's totally in the realm of, if I was picturing something on how they were to approach this song and how to sing it, there would be probably a lot of involvement from a vocal coach saying oh, we can approach this phrase here by taking a breath here, or we can sing it this way. There's a lot of, in its own way, there are a lot of ideas being packed into the song. Maybe not instrumentally, because it kind of just flows and does its thing, but with Otto specifically, she is jam-packing this whole song with just all kinds of different ideas of how she's able to take her breaths and how she's able to sing things, and she's quite impressive. She's well on her way to be a legend, even though she's a bit newer compared to I'm sure a lot of others. We did a reaction a while back talking about her covers for Sheena Ringo, who is a current legend in Japan, and people comparing the two, it's how can you, because one's been around for a long time and one just barely got here by comparison. So, but I kind of feel like Otto, assuming she keeps going on this track, 5-10 years from now, she's a trailblazer. So she's an undeniable talent. I think it's just gonna be a matter of time before she does, more notable things that can solidify her in music history. But skill-wise, her vocal technique, she's a masterclass. I think she's incredibly gifted and very impressive. It's very hard to deny her talent, to be honest. On a side note, is that image that they use for the elf, is that from something? Because I swear I've seen something like it from somewhere, and I just can't quite put my finger on it. Yeah, there's just no way I'm going to figure it out just thinking about it. If it's from something or if it's inspired by something, feel free to let me know in the comments, because it's going to drive me crazy. I feel out of breath just listening to this. Wow. That was badass. I would like to go back to that. How did I miss that the first time? That's incredible. Yeah, she's a badass. Like, I don't know how many different ways I can say that, but she just continues to impress. I feel like this was a nice change of pace for me, for her. Because sometimes, and it's not just with Otto, it's like really with most artists, it's that when they get locked into their formula, sometimes their songs start to kind of blend together, and it's kind of like, okay, this one's good, and it's, you know, technically it's an amazing song. It's just that we had this other amazing song just before that, and then this other amazing song before that, and they all share similar formulas. So sometimes it's hard for me to differentiate between certain songs that she has. So I kind of have to look out for more distinguished sounds between an artist's catalog. And this absolutely fits that bill, where we can obviously listen to this and totally point it out. And she probably has some other somber songs too, you know, for all I know, because I'm just a newbie here. So this, for me, was a nice breath of fresh air. It shows me a different side of her. And I would have never thought that she couldn't do this, because I honestly thought that she was a chameleon 3 songs in to my experience with Otto. So I already knew that she can just do whatever she wanted. If she's already doing what I heard her do, she could do anything. I don't feel like she has any limitations. But yeah, guys, it's an amazing song. This might even shoot up there with one of my favorites. It's not the favorite, but it's so close. It's probably like definitely like top 10 for sure. Top 5 might be tough, but it's up there for sure. I'm gonna have to like take a look at our songs and kind of reassess myself. But yeah, guys, amazing song. Thank you for letting me know that it exists. Let me know what you want me to check out next. But that's it for me, and I'll see you next time.